Alagang Amoso, Associated Marine Officers and Seamen's Union of the Philippines. Ang programang para sa mga Filipino seafarers at kanilang pamilya. Maghahatid ng impormasyon, magbibigay ng inspirasyon, at tatalakay sa kanilang mga sitwasyon, kalagayan at iba pang mga pangangailangan. Alagang Amoso. Kasama si Camille Simbulan dito sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko.
Magandang araw po and welcome po muli sa Alagang Amosop, ang serbisyo publiko sa radyong hatid ng Associated Marine Officers and Seamen's Union of the Philippines o AMOSOP at ng Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Sa programang ito ay pinag-uusapan natin ang iba't ibang mga programs and welfare services ng AMOSOP para sa mga miyembro at dependents ng ating unyon. Tinatalakay din po natin ang mga napapanahong isyu tungkol sa mga karapatan at kapakanan ng mga magigiting nating Filipino seafarers or sea-based overseas Filipino workers, ang ating mga modern day heroes po. Ang Alagang Amosop ay napapakinggan sa mga shortwave frequencies na 9.920 MHz, 12.120 MHz at 15.190 MHz. Sumasahing papawid din po ang ating programa sa flagship station na Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko 738 kHz tuwing linggo, alas 7 hanggang alas 7:30 ng gabi. Special shoutout po sa lahat ng mga miyembro ng AMOSOP at sa lahat ng mga Pilipino at Pilipinang mandaragat sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo na nakatutok sa atin.
Alagang Amoso, dito sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko.
Welcome po muli sa isa na namang episode ng Alagang Amosop in line with the celebration of International Youth Day. Today's episode is entitled A Captain's Perspective, Supporting Young Seafarers' Mental Health. And today we are honored to be joined by our special guest via Zoom. He graduated from the Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific in 2008 and began his international seafaring career in 2009. In 2011, while remaining active as a seafarer, he started teaching as a deck instructor at MAAP during his vacation periods. By 2015, he had earned his Master Mariner license, and in 2017, he served as the captain of PRC Amazing Grace. He continues to sail aboard Shell tanker vessels and remains committed to supporting MAAP by serving as a deck instructor whenever needed. Let us all welcome to Alagang Amosop Captain Vincent Joseph S. Abadisio. Welcome to Alagang Amosop, Cap!
Good afternoon po. Thank you for having me.
Ayan, si Captain Abadisio. Nung pagkadalaga ko po, Abadisio din ang apelido ko. Kaya natuklasan namin ni Cap na magkamag-anak pala kami. Ang roots namin ay nasa Tayabas, Quezon. Ayan, Lucena, Quezon. Cap, welcome to Alagang Amosop. At salamat po sa pagpapaunlak sa aming imbitasyon. Cap, bago tayo dumako sa topic natin ngayon on mental health ng ating mga kabataang seafarers, pwede niyo po bang ibahagi sa amin yung naging maritime journey ninyo? Ano po yung naging inspirasyon nyo kung bakit kayo nag-pursue ng isang maritime career?
It's a beautiful story actually. Natatandaan ko, I think I was 1992, so I should be about 8 years old when my brother graduated in PMMA. So ayun, when I witnessed it, syempre doon na nagsimula na parang I started having yung idea ng paano kaya maging ganun. Because when I witnessed it, parang nagsimula na nga yung sinasabi nating lifelong dream. as most of the seafarers always say, na yun, parang ang sarap magsuot ng duck white kasi nakaputi sila nung time na yun. Speaking English fluently. And of course, parang ang powerful pag nag-i-instruct tapos talagang takbuhan yung mga fourth class. And ayun, and from then on, I started seeing myself commanding a ship actually of multicultural or multinationals, and ayun, having business with various countries as well.
And it runs in the blood, Cap. Sabi nyo, before yung brother nyo, meron pa kayong isang relative din na naging seafarer din.
Yeah, the first inspiration is actually Captain Cadiz. I'm not sure if he already retired. Medyo matagal na kaming hindi nakita. But he's always been the inspiration mula dun sa kuya ko and sa akin din. And yun, nagkakaroon na rin sa mga pamangkin finally.
Mhm. Pero nabanggit niyo sa akin kanina, Kap, na parang meron pa kayong ibang path na tinake bago kayo eventually nag-end up sa Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific.
Yeah, that's the funny thing.
Mhm.
My brother never wanted me to be a seafarer. Actually, want me to experience perhaps the hardships that
Mm.
he experienced, but definitely not because he thinks na I'm not suited for it. The
Mhm.
idea is that he knows na nung time kasi niya wala talaga namang choice eh. Ang hanap namin
Mhm.
is nila ng mga kapatid ko actually is all about scholarships, kung ano yung
Mhm.
nandyan, kung ano yung high earning and all. So, well, because of them, and then of course, nung seafarer na rin nga yung kapatid ko, kahit pa paano umangat-angat naman na yung buhay. And he told me,
Mhm.
bunso po ako eh. So he said,
Mm.
may choice ka na ngayon.
Mhm.
So, go kung ano yung gusto mo. Little did
Mhm.
he know that sa loob-loob ko pinakita mo sa akin gagraduate ka eh.
Mm. Yeah.
So, yun na talaga yung gusto ko. And then
Mhm.
eventually he allowed me to join MAAP. He actually
Mhm.
introduced me to MAAP.
Mhm. So parang kasi from the very beginning he planted the seed in your heart. 'Di
No,
ba?
yeah, parang gano'n na nga.
Mhm. Na
Exactly the point.
you looked up to him. All right. So, yung mga experiences nyo, what experiences, specific experiences or core memories na matatawag
Mhm.
nyo that have shaped your leadership as a ship captain? Meron ba kayong maibabahagi sa amin?
Nothing specific actually because I always believe na ang leadership skills ng isang tao is developed throughout his life eh.
Mhm.
Alam mo yon yung it is a combination on what we learn in school. Dito sa MAAP, I clearly
Mhm.
remember we have what we call personal management where
Mhm.
we talk about or we learn about different leadership styles. But along the way, you will also experience different ways. You will meet different people, you will have
Mhm.
different superiors na magkakaiba sila ng paraan. And
Mhm.
so you adapt to it and then later on you learn to basically mix it or
Mhm.
alam mo yon, combine all of it
Mhm.
para magamit mo in your own way.
Yes.
And ayun, even up to now, I don't have a specific leadership skill na ginagamit. I'm not leadership by example lagi. I am not always autocratic. I am not always, democratic type of leader.
Mhm.
Magkakaiba rin depending
Mhm.
on the scenario,
On the
the
situation.
urgency,
Mhm.
and of course, minsan nga, pati generation that you are dealing with. You have to definitely keep that in mind.
Correct. So, speaking of generation, intergenerational differences, yes. In one of your previous interviews, Cap, with Amosop, you shared that young people today are not weak. They are in many ways even stronger. Could you elaborate on what led you to that realization, especially after working with younger seafarers, younger generation of seafarers on board?
No, paano ko ba kailan nga ba yon? I think that was during,
Day of the
uh,
Seafarer.
oh, yun pala,
Mhm.
yun. Teka lang Sorry, pwede ko bang i-pause?
Oh,
Nawala ka
yes.
eh. Nawala ka sa screen
Sure.
ko. Sorry po.
Okay
Ayun,
lang, Kap.
balik ako.
Yes.
Yeah, luckily, I would really say I am lucky to that it happened to be na ako, ang generation ko is nasa gitna.
Mhm.
I think our generation is we
Transitional.
are in the middle of the living people nowadays.
Mhm.
Mula sa mga baby boomers until sa
Yes.
generation alpha na ba lately or may mas bago pa doon. So, having said that, with that I have observed and um, witnessed, or
Mhm.
I think the witness is the right word to see their lives and philosophies in life.
Mhm.
So with that, nakita ko na na along the way mas tumataas, mas nagiging intense yung pressure,
Mhm.
mag ang generations nowadays are even having more options.
Mhm.
So medyo mas marami na silang alam mo yon, decision making na kailangan gawin, mas even the scrutiny is
Correct.
really intense.
Mhm.
And yeah, I believe in the faster pace of life nowadays, syempre mas kailangan nilang mas maging matatag, mas
Mhm.
kailangan nilang mas mentally healthy,
Mhm.
and ayun, above all, they really have to be more adaptive, or I think the best word for that is more resilient,
Yes.
to get through all this, pressure.
Mhm. Kasi masasabi mo ba, Kap, na several years ago, life was less complicated.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, alam mo yun, dati na, I even remember at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I'll just go out. I'll just play
Mhm.
with my with my friends.
Mhm.
Mag-aakulan lang, maakyat kami ng puno ng mangga or
Mhm.
bayabas. And that's
Mm.
it. Nowadays, anong makikita ng mga bata? Ano ba yung buhay ng, sila nag-hotel, sila nagaganito. It's
Yeah.
not about comparing or anything, but they tend to see na, marami palang options. Bakit
Mhm.
ako ito?
Parang
Laruan ko, bakit
nako-confuse
ako ganito? Nako-confuse.
comparing their lives with others.
Ayun.
Mhm.
Apart from that, syempre nakikita rin nila na mas dumadami yung whys nila eh.
Mhm.
Alam mo yun, na
Yes.
kaya nung dati napaka plain and simple.
Mm.
Ito ang ulam mo, tapos.
Mhm. Correct.
ito, ito yung nasa harapan mo, tapos ang
Mhm.
usapan. Paano gaganda yan? Ganito lang ang gagawin mo, mag-aaral kang mabuti, magganito ganyan.
Mhm.
Maraming kumaharap sa kanila na, uy, ano ba to? Bakit
Mhm.
sila hindi naman nila pinagdaanan to? Bakit ako pinagdaanan ko? Yun,
Mhm.
mga ganun.
So based on your experience, Kap, yan ba yung common um hindi naman struggles, pero yung mga mental health issues that young seafarers face today? How do you think these affect their performance and overall well-being while on board, while at sea?
Siguro ngayon mas naging ano na lang 'no, mas naging, in my opinion, it became more publicized.
Mhm.
Pero in my experience, and I happen to always talk with my wife as well, who
Mhm.
who is the current guidance counselor here in MAAP.
Mhm.
So the normal challenges that we have observed, for me when I am on board, even here when I'm teaching here in MAAP, and
Mhm.
for her, of course, meeting various cadets and
Mhm.
generations, nakikita natin ng usual challenges actually are, um, the anxiety, medyo mas
Mhm.
tumataas,
Mhm.
increasing level of anxiety, the feeling of hopelessness as well.
Mhm.
Minsan mas mabilis na rin silang mas mabilis nang ma-loss yung motivation nila in life eh.
Mhm.
Which is acceptable, or actually I would say expected maybe. Kasi
Mhm.
as I already mentioned earlier, they are subject to more pressure eh. They are
Correct.
subject to more pressure not only on studies, not only on work,
Mhm.
even with the family. They are
Mhm.
also subject to more, paano ko ba sasabihin? Oh, sorry, even forgot the superiors. And
Yes.
ngayon, dahil mas mabilis nga yung pacing ng buhay,
Mhm.
they are more subject to heavier workload.
Mhm.
Ngayon sasabihin nila, mas magaan na ngayon because it's digitalized.
Mas
Yes, I
efficient.
know. Maybe
Mhm.
physically they are not. But sa dami, it's becoming overwhelming.
Mental
So,
load, parang overstimulated, yan yung tawag ng mga Gen Z sa ganyang
yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
overstimulated. That's a good word. And
Mhm.
actually, with all this, it definitely leads to stress, and I would
Burnout.
say degrading performance sometimes. When I say
Mhm.
degrading performance, yun ay yung they are more, actually hindi lang naman yung new generations eh. Actually it's for everyone as
Mhm.
well, na makikita mo bakit parang mas they are committing more mistakes. Why
Mm.
are they repeatedly committing this? Even though nagkaroon na kayo ng coaching, nagkaroon ng
Mhm.
ano, and then you will realize, okay, this is sign of stress na.
Mhm.
Medyo bumababa na yung ano, na hindi naman siya gano'n dati.
Mhm.
And you have to remember, walang taong mahina. So,
Mhm.
yun ang punto ko ron eh. Kaya sasabihin nila, baka talagang hindi lang kaya. Hindi, I do not believe that, because
Mhm.
that's how God prepared us, or paano ba? That's how God made us. Na tayo, we are limitless eh. Kaya hindi
Yeah.
ako naniniwala na sasabing baka talagang hanggang doon lang ang kaya ng tao na yan. Hindi. Because minsan, pag may namit kang isang tao, the more na nag-guide sila properly, the more na you get to know and to develop their potential, yun, makikita mo, talagang mas marami pa silang nagagawa.
So, ang ganda ng leadership style mo, Kap, no? Talagang you choose to see the good in your people, especially the younger generation. Kasi nga, unfortunately, meron pa rin talaga na ganun nga yung mga sinasabi na kumbaga parang ang perception is parang lost cause na. Pero in reality, parang lahat naman kasi ng tao may hangganan, di ba? Kahit gaano ka kagaling, kahit gaano kataas yung pinag-aralan mo, pag tinamaan ka ng burnout, talagang ang hirap eh. Ang hirap ilabas ng full potential mo, Kap, no?
Oo, totoo yan.
So,
siguro, some of it, I'll also give credit to Maap eh. Siguro that's the good thing na naisip ko na magturo din dito. And in that, I get to meet different generations din. Imagine, nagtuturo ako 2011. Meaning, maybe some of them are already captains on chief engineers also nowadays. Pero alam mo yun, na nakikita mo na, nag-iiba-iba rin yung galing nila eh. Nag-iiba rin yung performance nila, depende kung paano mo sila minomold. And nakikita ko rin, they are also becoming applicable sa barko eh. Na minsan, kahit matanda na yung seafarer, makikita mo, parang new generation din to eh. Alam mo yun, may yun.
Alright. So, ano na lang yung mga warning signs, Kap, na observe mo that tell you when a young crew member may be struggling emotionally or mentally, and how do you usually approach and offer support?
Okay. Before I answer that, I'll give a disclaimer, of course, because I am not a mental.
Yes, of course. This is just based on your experience. Oo.
Yeah, so just based on my experience, ang mga una kong nakikita dyan is yung sudden change on behavior. Like for example, I've met a person, a seafarer, few years ago, and then kaya I've sailed with him initially, ganito yung yung social energy niya, perhaps, o ganito siya makipag-deal with other people, and then suddenly makikita mo, biglang naging tahimik, biglang hindi yun, medyo, for me, they are telltale signs that they are actually struggling on something na, ayun, either it could be emotional or mental or talagang pagod or mga ganon. And then, to your second question ng how do I approach, tama ba? Or how do I deal with them?
Yes.
Alam mo hindi ko alam kung ginagawa nyo na pero ngayon sa bahay namin, let's say, with my kids na 6 and 7 and 2 years old, I am trying to implement din yung sinasabi nilang, put down your phone, kakain tayo. With that, as simple as that, sa barko, i-try nyo po.
Sa mga listeners natin,
mga listeners natin, i-try nyo rin na even sa barko, try to put down the phone. Walang magpo-phone habang nasa mess room. And then the more that you will realize, ito pala sa ganito. Ganito pala yung mga gusto niyang pagkain, ganito pala siya makipagkwentuhan, ang dami niya palang jokes, ang dami niya palang stories, and then you'll get to know your people or your crew members, your colleagues. So having said that, kung gagawin mo yon, mas magiging madali sa iyo to really understand or how they are faring. Alam mo yon, are they really struggling or they're just really not in the mood, or alam mo yon, makita mo na kung paano sila mag-react on different scenarios on board. And then with that, since kilala mo na sila, then it will be easier for you, particularly if you're on the management level. You really have to know your crew because you have to learn how to connect.
Yeah, that's
you will not
human
know how to
connection.
connect with them, then you will not be able to listen to them. And if you're not able to listen to them, how can you improve the atmosphere on board? How can you improve each and everyone's performance.
Mhm.
And mind you, may isa ka lang na low-performing crew,
Mhm.
parang bulok na kamatis yan na madadamay lahat.
Yeah,
Maybe,
mahahawa
I'm
na.
not saying na, yun, mahahawa. I'm not saying na bulok ha. Ang ibig ko
Mhm.
lang sabihin, para siyang, it's contagious. In a way na
Yes.
kapag merong low moral kang crew,
Mm.
mapapansin mo, the moral on board also goes down. So,
Mhm.
as much as possible, try to empower everyone, try to lift up everyone's spirit, maybe,
Mhm.
and moral. Yun.
Oh, so that's how you support. Do you also offer mga, like for example, you notice someone is going through something, do you offer like a one-on-one? Do you pull them
Oh,
aside, i-mentor to, to just ask how they are, mga ganyang scenario?
yeah, definitely. That is actually the key there. As I
Mhm.
already mentioned, if you are becoming more, I forgot the exact word, pero if you practice it, mas
Mhm.
magiging kang mapagmatsyag eh. I forgot the English
Mm.
term for mapagmatsyag. Pero yun, you'll
Perceptive,
become more
maybe.
vigilant kung
Vigilant.
paano
Mhm.
na nangyayari. And then with that, since you, as I mentioned, if you are able to connect, just
Mhm.
listen to them. There are
Mhm.
a lot of ways. Yung ibang akala nila, oh sige, parang nakikichismis lang.
Mm.
What problema? Iba yung nakikichismis ka lang at nagtatanong ka lang pero wala sa puso mo yung
Mm.
ginagawa mo. Kasi pag ganun, tapos chichismis mo lang sa kagwardya mong kasunod. That's not the
Mm.
idea there. The idea there is to really empathize to
Mhm.
to to what your crewmates are
Mhm.
experiencing
Dapat
or
mas
going through.
intentional. Mm.
Oo, intentional. It
Mhm.
has to be really intentional. And
Mhm.
secondly, minsan akala natin, kailangan ako nito. May
Mhm.
parang Superman syndrome ka na parang
Mhm.
feeling mo pag nagbanggit sa'yo ng problema, kailangan makapag-offer ako ng
Ng
solusyon.
solusyon.
Oo, minsan hindi eh.
Mm.
Minsan sometimes you'll get to meet people na minsan kailangan lang nilang magsalita. And
Mm.
then after they talk to you, they feel better na.
Mhm. They just need someone
Ayun.
to
Okay.
listen.
Maybe this is not exactly on board the ship, pero
Mm.
I happened to visit my wife's office
Mhm.
last week. Sorry
Guidance office, yes.
if I will be
Mhm.
inserting this, but
Yeah, of course.
I find it amazing last week na bumisita lang ako. I invited a few people that I know, and
Mhm.
we're just having tea and coffee and of course mga konting pastries doon. And then
Mhm.
sunod yung mga nagpapa-guidance. And it
Oh.
so happened na may klase si Mrs. ng 2
Uh-huh.
o'clock to 4 o'clock yata nung time na yun. So, nagkataon nandun ako.
So
And
you were the
I
one who.
found it amazing na yung kadete, hindi naman ako kilala.
Mhm.
They don't even know kung sino ako. And then
Mm.
sabi niya, tapos nung nabanggit ko lang, ay sorry, siguro they get to understand on the way I speak na asawa ko yung guidance
Mhm.
counselor. And then sabi niya, tapos siguro nakuha rin nila na seafarer din ako. And
Mm.
then they started opening up. And with that, doon ko nakita na, okay, nagtatanong lang sila, kayo ho, ano ginagawa ninyo?
Mhm.
How do you keep yourself motivated? Ano po ang mapapayo niyo sa akin? Ng mga ganito, ganito, ganyan. And then nagbanggit ka lang, and then sabi ko, bakit ikaw ba? Kwento-kwento lang siya. And then after a while, bigla na lang siya nagsabing, "Sir, thank you."
Mhm.
Kasi feeling ko na-air out ko na yung kailangan kong i-air out.
Mhm.
Only to find out na gusto niya palang mag-resign. Sabi ko,
Ah.
"Buti na lang naka-save pa tayo ng konti." Sabi ko, "Sorry, hindi baka mamaya, alam mo yun, baka mamaya hindi ako naging maingat sa pananalita ko or
Mhm.
baka mamaya kasi nga, sabi ko nga, hindi naman isang gamot lang yan eh."
Mm.
Then makikita mo, doon pala may mga tao na kailangan lang nilang makapagbanggit,
Mhm.
may makinig sa
Yeah.
kanila at may maririnig din silang kaunti and then okay na sila.
Na enlightenment, 'di ba?
Oo, I
Mm.
think that's even just 20-minute talk or
Mhm.
15-minute talk and then okay na sila.
Mm.
Ayun. And
Ayun.
sunod-sunod 'yun kaya medyo parang nagulat din ako na, okay, eto na pala talaga ang ano, sabi ko parang barko rin, eh,
Parang
na
yes.
oo, even on
Mhm.
board minsan may lalapit na lang bigla sa'yo niyan sasabihin,
Mm.
"Sir, parang napagod ako bigla. Ano po gagawin ko? Parang
Uh-huh.
nabu-burnout ako kay ganito. Parang
Mm.
nananawa na ako na araw-araw ito yung ginagawa ko."
Mhm.
Then ma then of course you listen to them what they want,
Mm.
and then ayun, later on makikita mo even the performance gets better.
Mm. So it's just really, it's also maybe because they find you as an approachable leader. Um, how do you make that kind of connection, yung na maging comfortable sa yung mga kabaro mo, Captain Abadisio? Kasi of course across the maritime industry, we know that there have been a lot of initiatives, efforts to make a culture of harmony, of inclusion, 'di ba, on board. Pero hindi naman siya automatic na magiging successful agad eh. So it must be really about the person who leads the crew. So how, maybe give 3 or 5 key points on how to create a culture, a safe space, or a safe culture where young seafarers feel comfortable asking for help without fear of judgment or stigma, Cap.
Yeah. Believe it or not, a couple of people already told me few years ago na ay akala ko ano ka, suplado ka.
Gano'n.
Parang
Gano'n ang
gano'n.
vibe mo,
And
Cap.
then nung medyo mas bata-bata pa ako, and then sabi ko, bakit? Hindi naman ako ano, parang feeling daw nila kasi nga nakasalamin, mukhang laging seryoso. Imagine, parang minimum clothes ko to dati pag nagre-report sa opisina. So sabi ng mga crew, para kasing ang napaka-formal mo, napaka-ganito. Na sabi ko, okay. And then from then on, siguro if I will be enumerating or try to recall na lang siguro, I definitely did. First thing, I made it intentional. Na parang I really made an effort to make myself be known, or yung perspective nila on me ay mabago in a way na okay, pwede tong ma-approach. How did I do that? Well, apart from the trainings and reading of books, sa barko ang ginawa ko, even when I was third mate, second mate, parang nagpakakapitan ako kunwari naka-open pag wala ako sa kabina, naka-open ang kabina ko. Minsan kahit nasa kabina ako, naka-open yung kabina ko. Bakit? Para pag may dumadaan or ano, tapos naisip lang, tara, ganyan, upo lang ng kaunti. Yung may parang ganun. And then, that's one. Two, I make myself available as well by hindi po pwedeng trabaho, kabina. Trabaho, kabina. Which is very common nowadays. Even, lalong-lalo na sa mga junior officers, and then they carry it on until they become management level officers. Nakakalimutan nila na may mga taong naghihintay sa kanila. So, you have to make effort na, break time. Makihalubilo ka, makipagkape ka sa kanila. I even had, when I was a cadet, na talagang I even had captains and chief engineers telling me na, bakit hindi kayo, hindi pala, not telling me, telling my other colleagues na, bakit hindi kayo nakikipag-dinner kasabay kami? And then I realized, no. So that's one good thing na nagawa namin dati, na talagang nagdi-dinner kami sabay-sabay, and because of that, we get to understand more. Minsan kahit biroan lang na, lang ka, pinahirapan mo ako dito dati, or there was a trouble like this, or you are, yung mga ganun. Tapos nakukuha na namin yung kiliti ng isa't isa, mas naiintindihan na namin yung isa't isa. Tingin ko, those simple efforts, i-open mo yung kabina mo, be available, proceed and, proceed to their safe space. Hindi po pwedeng sila lagi mong ipapatawag. Pumunta ka rin.
Correct.
Okay, pag-uusap ka rin sa mess room, pumunta ka rin sa mga lounges. Minsan nga, kahit video ko, di naman ako magaling kumanta, pero kumakanta rin tayo. Alam mo yun?
You ground yourself.
And then, siguro, let them talk. Lalong-lalo na sa toolbox talk. Kasi, lalo na sa umaga, sometimes, mas madali kasi ikaw na lang ang mag-enumerate ng gagawin Pero minsan, try din. Occasionally, tanungin mo, ano nga bang maganda rito?
Yeah.
Minsan,
Maybe they
on
have
their
good
work.
ideas also.
Yeah. Yeah. That's, you will be amazed. They have better ideas sometimes than yung
Correct.
mga natutunan mo on textbooks and all.
Mhm.
Then, ikot-ikot ka lang din. That's what I call, or our company calls, nakalimutan ko yung term. But visible leadership. Yung you be visible. Ikot ka rin. Pag oras ng trabaho, dapat nandiyan ka. You should not be on the cabin.
Mhm.
And then lastly, hindi siguro lastly, pero another thing is be careful ng pananalita. Even yung mga biro natin,
Mhm.
pag nasa harap ng ibang crewmates, para sa kanila, it could be sharper than you think.
Yes.
Na minsan, biro lang, tapos maano nila, na-offend na pala
It
sila.
cuts deep. Mm-mm.
It cuts deep.
Words cut
And
deep.
yeah, of course, needless to say, pag magko-correct ka, better do it privately.
Mhm.
And ayun, tapos pag may kagaya nung nabanggit ko, kumakain kayo, napansin mo, ba't napakatahimik nito? O kaya buntong hininga ng buntong hininga.
Mhm.
Then pagkatapos, pag wala na yung lahat, siguro lapitan mo lang, okay ka lang ba? O ano? And then you even the choice of words, ang pagtatanong, hindi po pwedeng, okay ka lang? Sagutin ka lang yan ng okay lang, tapos umalis na. O di tapos ang usapan nyo. Find a different way to connect. There are millions of ways to connect. Ngayon, but it has to be intentional as we have agreed earlier. Once you have connected to them, the good way or the best way is to really listen to them and let them talk hanggang kaya nila. Huwag yung puro ikaw. Hindi ikaw ang bida dahil ikaw ang nakikiconnect. Let them talk. And then with that, of course, when they are talking, you also do not judge them. Just let them. And kagaya nga ng sinabi ko, minsan hindi mo kailangan magbigay ng sagot. Hindi ikaw ang solusyon. Ang pinakatamang tao na makasagot ng kanyang problema ay yung taong may problema mismo. Kung nakikinig ka lang sa kanya, habang nagsasalita siya, makukuha niya na oo nga no, ito nga pala yung sagot dun sa pinoproblema ko. Ayun.
Alright.
Just allow them to unburden themselves, allow them to talk, and that's it.
To clear their minds. Ayan.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Captain Abadisio. Before we end, nasa screens nyo po, may share lang natin ang details ng AMOSUP Contact Center o ACC. Andiyan po ang telephone, Globe at Smart numbers na pwede nyong tawagan para sa mga AMOSUP members independents natin. Kung may kailangan po kayo sa mga service units at departments po ng ating union. Nandyan din po ang AMOSUP official Facebook page and AMOSUP official Facebook group kung saan po natin pinupost sa mga announcements ng ating union. And of course, ina-upload po natin ang episodes ng Alagang AMOSUP sa AMOSUP official YouTube channel. And of course, for more information about the programs and welfare services of AMOSUP, punta lamang po kayo sa www.amosup.org. Sa gitna po ng tensyon sa Persian Gulf at sa Black Sea, mayroon din tayong nakatalagang AMOSUP Help Desk para sa inyo. Maaari po kayo makipag-ugnayan sa helpdesk@amosup.org para sa anumang katanungan o tulong na inyong kailangan. Katuwang din po natin ang Department of Migrant Workers at ang International Transport Workers Federation upang tiyakin ang kaligtasan, kapakanan at karapatan ng bawat Pilipinong mandaragat. Para sa agarang tulong at komunikasyon, narito po ang kanilang mga contact details. DMW Kumusta Kabayan, email, Viber at WhatsApp numbers. At ang ITF Seafarer Support at ITF Manila, email addresses and contact number. Muli maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsubaybay. Salamat sa mga kasama natin sa Radyo Pilipinas. Ms. Susan Aizon, Milo Jonella, J. Arevalo, Hero Lucero, JP Lumontad, Erwin Peñano, at ang ating mga ka-AMOSUP na si Lara San Juan at Colleen Abadisio. Maraming salamat, Captain Abadisio, for your time and for sharing your maritime journey. We truly appreciate your dedication not only in leading crews at sea, but also in mentoring and inspiring the next generation of Filipino seafarers. Pagbati rin po muli sa lahat ng mga miyembro at dependents ng AMOSUP na siyang inspirasyon ng lahat ng mga programa at serbisyo ng ating union. Atin din pong subaybayan ang programang Alagang AMOSUP sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko 738 kHz tuwing linggo, alas 7 hanggang alas 7:30 ng gabi. Ako po si Camille Abadisio Simbulan. Ito po ang Alagang AMOSUP.
All aboard sa talakayan. Palalimin pa ang inyong kaalaman. Alagang AMOSUP dito sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko.